Hallelujah. I'm not as expert as the people who read it from their brain. So my own is spoken word that will be read. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's titled The Christian Youth in the Marketplace. Hallelujah. Before the earth shook, before the systems were formed, before the nations had names, he laid a foundation, not of granite or of marble, but of a lamb slain before time. And now in Canada, from coast to coast, is building again, not with bricks and mortar, but with you. Yes, you young man, you young woman with dreams bigger than borders, with fire in your bones and oil on your head. They told David, "You are too young," but he brought down Goliath with a sling. They overlooked Joseph, but he rose from prison to prime minister. They forgot Esther was an orphan, but her voice saved the nation. And Mary, she birthed the word before she even turned 20. William Seymour, a man slave rejected by men, led Azusa's revival fire, heaven's breath again. A black man in Los Angeles, unseen by crowds, yet shook the world with tongues and clouds. So don't tell me you're too young to build. When Sadie Robertson Hoff became a best-selling author at 24, or when Chandler Moore lit up global altars with worship at 26. When Nathaniel Bassey broke the internet at 38, not with gossip, but with hallelujah. Let Letitia Wright, the Black Panther star, remind you that you can love Jesus on screen and still conquer Hollywood clean. David Oyedepo, with faith, fierce and deep, raised the nation of giants from Nigeria's cape. Let David Oyedepo Jr., his son, echo in your ears. You can be born into legacy and still choose intimacy. Let me take you further to Truett Cathy, who built Chick-fil-A at 25, but closed every store on Sunday because Sabbath was sacred and excellence didn't mean compromise. Let's talk Michael Faraday, who electrified the world without losing his soul. R.G. Letourneau, inventor, mover of earth and steel, gave 90%, kept 10% to make God's vision real. Or Strive Masiyiwa of Econet Africa, who prayed through courtrooms and built billion-dollar towers for the gospel. Ben Carson, at 38, made history in the OR, first to separate twins, a faith-led star. His mother said, "With God, you will go far." And if you need proof, history has received. John D. Rockefeller, titan of oil, the world's first billionaire, built with Bible in his hand and tight on every dollar. A man of faith who proved that stewardship and success are not enemies. George Washington Carver, born a slave, died a scientific genius, a man who prayed before every experiment, turning peanuts and sweet potatoes into 300 plus inventions. His lab was his altar. Lindsay Snyder, billionaire CEO of In-N-Out Burger, yet openly confesses Christ, prints John 3:16 on all her packaging, and funds Christian rehab centers, a woman unashamed of the gospel and still winning. Mike Pence, former vice president of the United States, not ashamed to say, "I am a Christian, a conservative, and a Republican in that order."
And Shaw
William
Foundation.
Wilberforce, British politician
AYAC
who ended the
2025.
transatlantic slave trade, he fought injustice not with rage, but with righteousness and relentless faith. Alan Barnhart, a construction magnate who gave away 90% of his company's profits to God's kingdom because for him, wealth was not a destination, but a tool. Peter Daniels from Australia, Christian real estate tycoon. He was illiterate till age 26, heard Billy Graham preach, got saved, transformed. Once a bricklayer, no education, met Christ, read biographies, and became one of Australia's leading business minds. A man who tied his way out of poverty into global philanthropies. David Green, founder of Hobby Lobby, started his business with $600 and now a billionaire who closes his stores on Sundays and funds Bibles in every hotel room. His business, is ministry. These men weren't just Christians, they were sacred in the secular because they knew faith isn't a cage, it lives. So AYAC 2025 is not just a youth gathering, it is an upper room. It is a fire tunnel, it is a kingdom command center. This is not place for hype, it is for foundation, because anything not built on Christ won't last. Your hustle will crack, your emotions will fade, your beauty will change, but Christ is the eternal cement. Thank you.